As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry down. This is Williams. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Nix. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On play action, here's Nix. They'll roll him out right. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 48 yards. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run wide side with Henry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And they are going to have a first down. How about the play call there? The reverse on 3rd down does the trick. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Cody Barton there to bring him down. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They throw it out right complete. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Nix. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
This is caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. In motion left, Bateman. A first down carry for Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. There for the stop defensively, Nick Benito.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Flowers going to go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll go play action with Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Nix on the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To throw, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
Nix to throw again. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Josh Reynolds, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Here's Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Nix to the air. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This 2nd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Nix.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mike Burton from 6 yards away.
And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And some room to work. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
46, Ravens 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Mims in motion left. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 40 yards. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
It got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 70 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to 24.
52, Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. That is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On play action, here's Nix. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action with Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Open man downfield is Reynolds. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Now it's Nix. Just keeping the play alive. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the action...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Adam Troutman from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They go play action now. Jackson going deep for Walker. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
To throw is Nix.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
3rd down and 13.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and...
Here's Nix.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Off the play fake, Nix. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. To throw, here's Nix. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game,
touchdown Broncos! Josh Reynolds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And this one too low. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
19 yards that time for number 19. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Lutz with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This is Walker. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
Play action. Now Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Looking deep here for Flowers. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Ravens are able to at least get 1 score back. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it.